What's going on, Master Duel fans? James Polk here. At the time recording of this video is getting posted, Season 19 is about to end / coming close to an end, and I thought, let us showcase the new and improved Season 19 deck list for you guys, which is Vernusylph, Ishizu, Traptrix. And before we get into the detail of the new cards, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share, and if you haven't already, smash the notification bell to keep yourself constantly updated. Now, with that being said, let us jump into this deck list. And this deck list, this is something people want to pay attention, which I'm going to organize the roll call of attendance by archetype cards. So, starting off with the Vernusylphs. Vera, only one. 2 Awakening Forests. 2 Flourishing Hills. 2 Misting Seedlings. 1 Thawing Mountains. 1 Flowering Fields. And then 1 Corolla. 1 Full Bloom. 1 Flower Bud. And 3 Changing Seasons. I say it's pretty much standard in the hybrid Vernusylph engine. And then for your Traptrix lineup, 2 Traptrix Mantis, 2 Traptrix Dioneas, and then the one-ofs, Myrmilio, Atrax, Favorite, Vesiculo, Ginlisi, and this is one of the newer Traptrix monsters that I added into the deck, Arachnocampa. This Arachnocampa used to be Osa the Earth Channeler. Like, don't get me wrong, card is great, but anytime I eventually ran out of Earth monsters in hand, when it comes to drawing the Earth Channeler too late, that's when I ran out of steam. So I cut off the Earth Channeler for Arachnocampa, and Arachnocampa is absolutely insane. So obviously, just like every other Traptrix, can't be touched by whole normal traps. So in this one for Arachnocampa, the first time each set card in your spell trap zone will be killed by card effect each turn, it is not. And then during the main phase, if you control a Traptrix monster as a quick effect, special summon this from your hand. Also, you cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck for the rest of the turn except insect or plants. So if it's on your turn, you want to use Arachnocampa effect as the very last thing. And once Arachnocampa effect happens, you basically go into your Traptrix extra deck monsters throughout this whole entire turn after. And then if you happen to use it on your opponent's turn, it's basically where if they have Feather Duster or Lightning Storm, as long as you control a Traptrix monster, you can just chain this, special it out, and none of your back row cards are getting destroyed. And then for your Trap Hole Trap cards, when it comes to Traptrix, that would be Traptrix Trap Hole Nightmare, Floodgate, Break Off, and Gravediggers. No Bottomless, because in any matches that involves Bottomless, it's super useless because of Branded and Fluanderies the most. That's why Bottomless got cut off, just so that I want different Trap Hole Trap card applications to work properly. And then for the Ishizus, you got Keldo, Mudora, Kelbeck, and Agito. Cards dumb, all of them are at 1 for a reason. And then for your Earth Tuners, Coelisalat and Ghost Spell. These are the only Earth Tuners I play, as you guys notice from my extra deck that there are some synchros, which we will get into quite a bit. And then for the Earth Floodgates, Barrier Statue of the Drought. No special summon unless it's Earths. And then Mechanical Hound. This stops Runic, Sky Striker, and or Pendulums throughout the whole course of the season. Card is clutch. And then Pegratops, searchable off from also Link 2. And then for the rest of the non-engine, Raigeki, Feather Duster, Change of Heart, Tactics, and Call By. And if you guys notice that Token Collector is not on this list either, to be quite honest, there is literally no space for me on how to counter Sword Soul, but Token Collector is definitely going to be in the list. And then extra deck, Beast, Barkion, HTS Sahemith. Card is ridiculously amazing because if they were to have Mech Knight Crusadia Avramax, even if it's under IP Masquerena for the protection, HTS Sahemith can actually get around Avramax even if it's with IP as material. So what HTS Sahemith does, if you're not familiar with this synchro, is as a generic 6, as a level 4 or level 6, quite the long night sessions there. Level 6, Earth Psychic, 2400 attack, 1800 defense. And its effect says, after damage calculation, when this card battles an opponent's monster, you can banish that monster, also banish this card. So this helps you get over most things that are untargetable or can be killed by card effects if you really needed to, which is amazing. Samurai Destroyer card is super nice because he has a built-in Archimedes effect, and on top of that, if it were to battle something, that opponent's monster has its effects negated during the battle phase only. So anything that gets rammed over, whether if it does or not in the same battle, its graveyard effects will not be happening in the same battle. So basically, Samurai Destroyer is also Ancient Gear Beast. And on top of that, if this face-up card in its owner's control leaves the field no matter where it goes because of an opponent's card effect that isn't back to the extra deck, target one machine in your graveyard, so basically either Self or Mechanical Hound, because he is actually a machine. That target gets special summoned back to the field. Dino Wrestler, Giga, Spinal Savate. If you're wondering on how to make it, Koala Salat, which is your level 2 Earth Tuner, and you have 2 level 3s in any combinations to make Spinal Savate. Otherwise, if your opponent does not play a trap heavy deck, it is Koala Salat and Barkion to make Spinal Savate. Upon battling, your opponent cannot activate spells or traps until the end of the damage step, so he's an Ancient Gear. Your opponent's monsters cannot target for attacks, except this one, so Mech Knight Crusadia Avramax. Once per turn, target one monster your opponent controls, destroy it, so he is a Baron de Fleur on your turn specifically, and then if this card would be destroyed by a battle or card effect, destroy one card you control instead, so saving grace by destroying other cards. And as for which ones that come up a whole lot, Beast comes up the most, Bark comes up a little bit, Sahemith, this can only come up whenever if I'm in a situation with Avramax with IP as material. Samurai Destroyer, this come up a bit, and then Spinal Savate, even though this card doesn't come up much, but if it ever sticks the landing, and if it's still around throughout the whole course of the game, you should be in a pretty good spot. And then the Traptrix Xyz, Rafflesia, Elameris, and Pinguicula. Pinguicula is one of the newer cards. So what this does is, as a generic rank 4 that takes 2 level 4s to make it, Earth Plant, 2500 attack, 300 defense. And obviously, just like every other Traptrix, while it has materials, can't be touched by traps, as well as activated effects of other monsters with the same type as this card's material. Each of the following effects of Pinguicula once. The detach effect is detach 1, add a Traptrix monster from deck to hand, so literally Traptrix Mantis, and then if a monster owned by your opponent is sent to the graveyard or banished by a card effect outside of the damage step, so most cases that would be your trap hole trap cards that isn't Floodgate or your Ishizu millers, you can attach one of those monsters to this card as material. And then your links, 2 Sarah, not 3, can fit more, even though the card is meant to be at 3, but at the same time, you got support coming out, so that way I had to cut off one of the extra Sarahs to fit in the newest Traptrix Link 3, which we will show off in a bit. Mrs. Radiant, also the Earth Channeler, or also the Earth Charmer immovable, Geonator Transverser, Traptrix Calaria, and the Link 3, Traptrix Adipus. Link 3, Earth Inset, 1800 attack. Obviously, just like the Traptrix cards, can't be touched by traps. As long as you have a normal trap in your grave, all Traptrix monsters, self-included, gain 1000 attack. And then, once per turn, you can target face-up cards your opponent controls up to the number of insect and plant monsters you control, negate their effects until the end of this turn. Then, you can, optional, apply this. Banish a normal trap from your grave, and if you do, destroy one of those targeted face-up cards. So context is, they have until resolution on the targeting effect of Adipus to negate something. And if they don't respond to it, you can just pretty much destroy one of the negated cards for free. And with that being said, this is James Polk on Season 19 Vernusylph Ishizu Traptrix deck profile for you guys. As Season 20 approaches in anticipation, or once Season 20 hits, let me know about which decks do you want to play in all the years of Master Duel content. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share, and if you haven't already, smash the notification bell to keep yourself constantly updated, and we'll catch you guys in Season 20.